Welcome to the Common Sense Grandma. If you are new, my name is Michelle, and today we are going to talk about something I struggle with, and I'm sure there are many of you that struggle with this same situation, and that is meal planning. I'm not sure if all of you actually do you make a meal plan for the week or the month. I've watched many people online on YouTube make their meal plan for the month, and I just think, wow, that is so great. But I have a hard time with that, and I'm sure many of you do too. Now, I apologize if you think it looks real messy here, but I needed my notes. I hand wrote out what I wanted to talk about, and then I typed it, and then these are a list of meals that I wrote out. And I think that this is something that a lot of people do struggle with. Last week, I was getting ready to have it's like a monthly appointment I have with a therapist. And I'll tell you, friends, no matter how old you are, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody sometimes, maybe nobody understands you, or you just have situations that you need to talk about, please do. I probably should have done this maybe 30 years ago. And for me, I'm just going to go ahead and be honest. I had a very extremely difficult, rough childhood, as many people do, millions of people do. And when I see people acting up or something, sometimes I think, well, you don't know what they're going through. And for me, I needed to talk to somebody to get over certain memories, things like that. It is what it is. A lot of you struggle with the same thing probably. But last week I was sitting down, our dining table's right over there, and that's where I usually do my Zoom. And I have a notebook just for my visits, and I see her like once a month. It's just sometimes I just need to talk and work through things. And before we talk, I always pray. And I was thinking, I prayed, and then I thought, it popped in my head, what is a problem that I really have and I don't know how to get through this? What is it? And then I go, oh, it's meal planning. Does that have anything to do with therapy? Probably not. But actually, she and I have talked about it before. She feels like whatever I make, people in the house should eat. But there are sometimes other circumstances, and the way maybe my brain works, I can be a bit scattered. I write things down. I have a pile of notebooks. Look at this. I've got notebooks here. I have notebooks down there. It's not journaling, it's just notes of maybe things I need to do or whatever it is. And even now as I'm talking, I'm thinking I'm probably sounding a little bit scattered, but bear with me, please. There is a point to all of this. Why do I struggle with meal planning? As you can see, all these piles of things. These are all things I've printed out of recipes. Here is more recipes. It's probably not all I have. I probably have more if I look at my file cabinets. But I think sometimes we have decision fatigue. We have mental overload. We have too many choices. And I think that's one reason why I like shopping at Aldi, is because there's less choices there. You need a can of tomatoes, you want crushed or whole tomatoes, whatever, they have it, but not 5 different brands. I actually like that. And I was thinking about how can I change my situation of meal planning into what did I write here? I wrote common sense meal planning. I finally realized why dinner felt so stressful. I need help with meal planning, and probably others do too. I realized I don't need more recipes. In fact, I have way too many recipes printed. Nothing is organized, and sometimes I end up printing the same recipes multiple times. Like Emerald Lagasse's deep fried turkey that we do when we do a deep fried turkey at Thanksgiving. I found about 6 copies of it in different places because I couldn't find it before, so I printed it again. How wasteful is that? That's terrible. Anyway, I was thinking, how can I change my meal planning to a better strategy? Because it really did stress me out. It would be 6 o'clock and I still don't know what am I going to make for dinner, even though we have food, but I want to please everybody. We are a multi-generation house. My husband is from the Philippines. He doesn't mind eating American food at all. He loves it. It's fine. But I also want to bring, his heritage in our home. I mean, our kids are half Filipino. And so I want them to know their food from their Lola's country also. So also my husband wants to eat vegan sometimes. Actually, he doesn't, but he says he wants to, if you know what I mean. And that's the health part of things, So we do both sometimes. So we have meat eaters. Some of the people in this house want to eat more meat. And then of course I'm trying to budget. But again, too many saved recipes, mental overload, decision fatigue. So I needed a system. And what I came up with, and so this is what we're going to do a series on, is we're going to do, instead of planning each meal by meal by meal, for the week, we're going to do something like on, let's say a Monday, rice bowls, or let's say a Buddha bowl, where you have rice and then different items, that go with it, different kinds of vegetables. You can make a sauce, you can do grilled chicken, you can do chickpeas, however you want to do it. Another night, a soup and sandwich or soup and bread night, or taco haystack night. We'll do, like a Mexican type theme. Then we'll do a pasta night, all different kinds of pastas. We'll do a Filipino or an ethnic night. In our house, we all love Thai food. I mean, everybody here likes Thai food, so we'll probably do a lot of Thai. I wrote pasta night twice. I'm not perfect. We could do a meat and potatoes night. We can do a leftover night. When I asked my husband what does he want for dinner, he wants me to pull down from over here. This is where I used to keep a notebook. I don't know which notebook it was, because it would be there and then it would end up over at my desk, and then I'd put another notebook. And that's why I think some of these have recipes. I don't know. I have to figure this out. He wants to just choose. He doesn't know what he wants to eat either. And so right now, or what I'm going to do this week, is compile a lot of this. And probably my shredder is going to get very active, and then all of that other shredded paper is going to go out in the compost. Because I don't need all of this. It's just way too much. And I'm going to go through all the printed recipes, make piles of the ones that I want to keep. I'll do like one that's all bread, ones that's pasta, things like that. And I'm going to compile them. I have a notebook. I've got this one here. It's got, the plastic sheets. These are actually karaoke songs, because we don't have our karaoke doesn't hook up to our TV and it's old. So I'll take those out, and I have more. And so I will put the ones of these recipes I want to keep, I will put them in there. But what I did to get a jump start, I messaged our 4 kids and grandkids, the grandkids that can, type back, that have a phone. What are their favorite meals? I asked them to please give me their top 5. I planned on compiling 20 recipes. And we're going to, let's say, rotate that more. Now, I think we're going to end up more with 30, which is fine. But I just want to tell you some of these ideas. We have Buddha bowls, chicken adobo and pancit, that's Filipino. Granddaughter likes potato egg curry. Everybody likes haystacks and tacos. Stroganoff, that all the kids told me they want stroganoff. Chicken tikka masala, veggie burgers, scrambled tofu. I'll probably do the scrambled tofu when it's just my husband and I. Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes. They all request that one. Chicken spaghetti, lasagna. Funny thing is, I don't like lasagna. I don't know if it's a texture thing, but everybody else likes it, so I'll make it. Mississippi pot roast with mashed potatoes. Chicken parm, sloppy joes, meatloaf, Swedish meatballs, Meat sauce with pasta, chicken Alfredo, that is in the top 5. My oldest son, German chocolate cake. Granddaughter, pot pie. Cajun chicken pasta, steak. Dino nuggets, also from granddaughter. Other daughter and I, Caesar salad with chicken. Nectarine salad, you can put chicken on it. Salmon patties. So this is the start. And I just thought this is going to be a fun project. And once I get it all set up, I will put something on my blog on the website, thecommonsensgrandma.com, and you will be able to have a printout there. And I will include it down below, not in today's video, in the future, I'm not ready yet, but with maybe some templates where you can make these adjustable for your family, what your family likes. Now I wanted to show you a little bit of what I have here. These are some recipes, and this one's sweet potato casserole. This is from my sister-in-law. This is the most requested recipe whenever we go to a potluck or something, you know, we bring this. This is always the most requested recipe. Even when my husband was working and they would do potluck, he would always bring this. They would want that. I have it in my phone. I have it. It's just an amazing. So I will make this for you sometime. I'll make sure it's okay with her, that it's okay to put out there. She is from Virginia, and she just, you know, that's where she grew up. And they have the best food. So we have, these are all just recipes I pulled out of my desk drawer. I went all over the place and found a lot of them. Unbelievable. I do try to be organized. I bought a meal planning calendar. I don't even know when this was. This is years ago. There is one here, grocery list. Still hasn't happened. More. This is from probably at least 10 years ago. So we have all of these. These are ancient. I had them in a box that I had taken to when we still had an office years back. I had taken it there thinking, oh, I could sort through stuff there because there's more room. It never got done. So there it is. More recipes. I think some of these, I don't know how old they are. I see some here, like this one belongs in a cookbook. Oh, pie crust. Does not belong out of it. And then we have, I got this years ago, Cooking Traditions. I thought maybe this would help me. So appetizers, soup and salad, and look at that. Oh, I'm so happy I just found this recipe. I didn't know where it was. It's called Jeffrey's Diamond and Tomato Salad. This is a South Asian tomato with green beans. It's one of the most delicious salads I've ever had. I didn't know where it was. I didn't know the name of it. Oh, it's from Martha Stewart, 2002. Okay. Who knows how old that is? I hope I'm not the only one like this. This, and yes, it's very dusty. These are my grandma's recipes. That's my grandma's writing. Orange muffins, they were delicious. I have a lot of her recipes. She loved collecting recipes. She collected them out of McCall's, Ladies' Home Journal, the newspaper. So those are grandma's. I'm so grateful, you have no idea. No, excuse me, knowing that I have my grandma's recipes. These are my mom's recipes. And I was trying to figure out, are these, who did this? But she typed them all on these little cards. She must have done this at her work. But here's dump cake, Cracker Jacks. You guys remember making Cracker Jacks? Company rice, fruit and yogurt pie, pumpkin torte. She did a lot of desserts. I mean, she was a good cook, which I'm grateful for because I learned to cook. Now, this I got probably, look how dusty it is. This was over in a corner over there below my cookbooks. It's by the back door, and the back door's open a lot. And so dust just comes in. So I just decided to be honest and not clean everything up. These are a lot of my recipes from when we first got married. Actually, They're not my recipes. This is my mom's writing. Okay. These are not mine. I thought they were mine. Mine are probably in there also. But one thing I wanted to talk about too was why we have trouble sometimes with, there's just too many choices. I remember when we first got married, we got married in 1980. And we were, broke. I mean, my husband was in college and we had a baby coming the next year. We had 3 kids the first 3 years we were married. So we didn't have a lot of money, but I always made dinner. I mean, I always cooked, made do with what we had, and things were good. Times were fine. We did okay. We ate well. We were all healthy. And as time goes on, you have more money, maybe you can buy more things. I will say, I think in our house, things changed a little bit when we started watching Food Network. Because you see all these recipes and, oh, that's so great. And, you start trying those things, and that's probably why most of this is printed from Food Network. And now it's from blogs and YouTube. I don't watch Food Network anymore. There's not really anything on there to watch. I miss Ina Garten, but I do have her cookbooks. She's such a lovely treat to watch her cook, or as she calls it, assembling. I love it. But as time goes on, we have more choices. We have more choices at the store. We just have so many things that I don't know what to make, and I'm one where I want everybody to be happy. And my mom, there were 6 kids in the house, and then my mom and my stepdad and my great aunt. So there were 9 of us. And so whatever my mom whatever my mom made, you ate it. There wasn't a choice. There wasn't, oh, well, I want this tonight or whatever. And one of my sisters hates peas, and she would not eat the peas, and she would feed them to the dog under the table, and then she'd get in trouble. But I was not like that as a mother. If my kids didn't like a vegetable, it's okay. They can learn to like it later. It's all right. Our taste buds change. I wasn't ever like that. But let's just say, I hope this series will make sense to you and that it will help you. I know I'm not the only one with the mental overload, dinner fatigue situation. It's funny because I love cooking. Am I tired of loading the dishwasher and emptying it? Yes, I am. I told my husband that today, but you know what? I'm grateful that I have a wonderful dishwasher, have all the food that we need. It's okay. I'm grateful that we have those things. So, of course we get tired of doing things, and I even get tired of meal planning. So if I can make it easier, why not? And I can do something, with here's a list of foods for the kids. What do you guys want? That kind of thing. And I think that might help also. When they are here, they do help, especially on the weekends. My daughter does help cook, and she's an excellent cook, and she does a lot of really good ethnic foods that I have never made, and I'm so grateful. I mean, I learned to make chicken tikka masala from her and my other daughter. They both make it. I'm like, oh, it's not hard. I thought it seemed overwhelming to me, but anyway, you see how my brain works? I jump around all over the place. I need help. So we are going to go on this meal planning journey together, and I'm going to get my act together with all of this. I think this is a good time to start cleaning out things. That was something my husband and I were talking about this morning. He's going to go through his clothes. We're going to go through the garage. It's time to sort things out and get things in order, especially now that he's home. He can help a little bit with all of these things. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, my rambling. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. And I look forward to doing this with you. I would love it if any of you are in my shoes. Please let me know below. I would just really appreciate that, because if you need help, or do you have ideas, what do you do? You know, it used to be we would shop the sales and bring our coupons, and you know, that's changed a little bit. I do know when things go on sale at Trader Joe's or Sprouts. I've got those down, but I'm not always the best at looking at them, and I just need a good system. And so that's what we're going to work on. So I think I'm going to call this Common Sense Meal Planning. Since I'm the Common Sense Grandma, that's what we're going to do. Please like and subscribe. Please share this video, and definitely let me know if you have the same situation and if you have any ideas. With that said, I will see you again next week, hopefully with some good information. Today was just a talk about what I'm doing and kind of get to know where I'm going with all of this. And then as time goes on, we will have printables. We will do those kinds of things if that's what you like. Some people like printables, some do not. Obviously, I'm not that good at it because I've got printables right here. I just want something simple I can put on the refrigerator, and we'll have a list of 7 things, let's say, for that week. We don't necessarily have to make them in order, but something that makes it easy. So again, I've rambled again. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye, friends.